walking around a city,
Uh-huh.
and then like out of nowhere, you just stumble across some amazing art,
Yes.
and it kind of just like changes the whole vibe, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what we're doing today.
Okay.
We're diving into the Augusta Sculpture Trail,
Cool.
which I know we talked about before,
Yeah.
but there's 3 new sculptures that have
Oh.
been announced,
Yeah.
and they just sound so cool.
Awesome.
So we have the press release about them.
Okay.
And I just want to like dive in with you and figure out what's the story here.
Yeah, I'd love to.
So first up, we have The Book Bench,
Okay.
which is by Craig Gray.
Cool.
And it's described as a bench
All right.
carved from granite
Okay.
in the shape of a stack of books,
Interesting.
which I'm already intrigued.
Yeah.
So what's the deal with this thing?
So it's really cool, actually.
Yep.
Each book represents a work by a local author
Oh, cool.
from Augusta, and it's celebrating Augusta's literary heritage. But it goes a little deeper than that.
Okay.
A lot of the books that are chosen for the bench
Mm-hmm.
deal with themes of identity and transformation.
Interesting.
And I think that's a really interesting parallel to Augusta itself,
Okay.
which has seen a lot of change over the years.
So is it kind of like a metaphor?
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay.
For example, they chose to include The Three Faces of Eve,
Oh, wow.
which was written by
I don't even know if I know that one.
2 local authors,
Okay.
Hervey Cleckley and Corbett Thigpen.
Okay.
And it really delved into this idea of multiple personality disorder,
Wow.
back when that wasn't really a well-known or understood thing.
So cutting edge for its time.
Definitely.
Okay.
And then you've also got John Brown's Body on there,
Okay.
which is a really powerful epic poem
Oh, wow.
by Stephen Vincent Benet.
Okay.
And that one really deals with the legacy of slavery in the Civil War.
Oh, wow. Heavy stuff.
Yeah,
So it seems like they're dealing with some pretty, like, serious topics.
definitely.
Do you think there's, like, a reason why they
Okay.
chose those specific books?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I think there is a common thread
Okay.
of challenging conventions
Okay.
and pushing boundaries.
Right.
You know, these authors weren't afraid to tackle tough subjects.
Ah.
And I think that reflects the spirit of Augusta,
Oh, yeah.
a city that's always been willing to, like, grapple with these complex issues.
I like that.
Yeah,
That's a great way to put it.
thanks.
So moving on,
Okay.
we have another sculpture that's going in at the Saturday market.
Right.
And it's called Without Limits
Cool.
by Gus and Lina Ocamposilva.
Oh, I love
They're the ones who did Unstoppable, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, cool. So they have another piece going in.
Yeah, this is their second piece for the trail.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
And I remember when we talked about Unstoppable,
Uh-huh.
I was so struck by how they
Yeah.
managed to convey such a powerful message,
Yeah.
like with just these bright and kind of playful shapes and colors.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like how they can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me about Without Limits.
So this one's all about the human spirit,
Okay.
and how resilient we are.
Mhm.
And also it's about our relationships with others,
Okay.
finding that balance, you know?
Yeah.
And they're using these kind of abstract,
Yeah.
almost whimsical forms to
Oh,
portray that.
So do you see any connection between Without Limits and Unstoppable?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're both dealing with this idea of perseverance,
Okay.
of overcoming challenges,
Hmm.
but they're doing it in such different ways visually,
Yeah.
which I think is so cool.
Yeah, it's like they're giving us different perspectives on the
Yeah.
same idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like 2 sides of the same coin.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so last but not least,
Or,
we have Ruthless by Flamino Antonio.
oh, cool.
And this one sounds pretty intense.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so picture this, a massive shark.
Okay.
Okay, but it's made entirely out of recycled iron and steel.
Wow.
Like, think discarded car parts,
Oh, wow.
industrial scrap.
That's amazing.
He even worked in old tools and machinery.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
What a statement.
Yeah. What do you think he's trying to say with that?
Well, I think it's definitely a commentary on our relationship with the environment,
Oh.
you know, specifically with our waterways.
Right.
By using these materials that we've just kind of discarded,
Mm-hmm.
he's making us confront the consequences of our consumption and
Yeah.
the need for recycling and sustainability.
And I'm just imagining this giant shark looming over you,
Yeah.
made out of all this junk.
Yeah.
And it just makes you think.
Right.
And it's placed overlooking the Savannah River, too,
Oh, wow.
which I feel like just adds another
Oh.
layer to the whole thing.
Absolutely.
Like, it's not just some abstract concept.
Right.
It's right there.
It's in your face.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we've got these 3 new sculptures.
Yeah.
Each one telling a different story,
Uh-huh.
but all contributing to this ongoing conversation.
Yeah.
That is the Augusta Sculpture Trail.
I love that.
Yeah.
The ongoing conversation.
Yeah, it's so cool how this trail just keeps evolving
right.
and changing.
Keep growing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess like the big question is,
Yeah.
how does seeing these sculptures out in the open like change the way you see the city?
Well, I think it makes you slow down,
Oh,
like
yeah.
really look at your surroundings.
Yeah.
And it reminds you that art isn't just something that belongs in a museum.
Yeah.
It can be anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And it can really challenge you and inspire you.
So anyone listening,
Yes.
if you ever get the chance,
Uh-huh.
you got to check out the Augusta Sculpture Trail.
Absolutely.
You can look it up online too.
Yeah.
If you can't make it there in
They
person.
have a great website.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, this has been so fascinating.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, I always love getting to dive into this stuff with you.
Yeah. Likewise.
All right, well, that's all the time we have for today.
Great.
But make sure to check back in with us
Yes.
for more deep dives into all sorts of cool topics.
Sounds good. See ya.
Bye.